Hi students, welcome back. Today in this video session we will learn about how to calculate the oxidation state of central metal atom in coordination compound. Actually, what is coordination compound? Simply the metal which having a empty valency orbitals. That empty valency orbitals are filled with a ligand electrons. Here ligand shows a lone pair or negative charge. That lone pair or negative charge electrons are filling that empty orbital, making coordination bond. Like that, the metal which is covered with 6 coordination bonds or 4 coordination bonds called coordination compounds. So actually this is a very important topic. This is oxidation state of central metal atom. We observe so many frequent questions in IIT mains and medical entrance also. So what is oxidation state and how to calculate that oxidation state, that we will discuss in this video session. So let's begin. Oxidation state of central metal atom. To understand clearly, here I am taking a very easy example. See, this is a central metal atom which is a ferrous, is having 6 coordination bonds with 6 cyanide ligands. See here, these are cyanide ligand which having a negative charge. The charge of cyanide ligand is -1. 6 cyanides are there. The total overall charge of this coordination sphere is -4. Say this is a coordination sphere. If any atom is before coordination sphere, that is called counterion. If any atom after coordination sphere, also called counterion. If it is before coordination sphere, that is called positive counterion. After coordination sphere, called that is negative counterion. That we will discuss while doing examples. So this is a coordination sphere with -4 charge. So now we will calculate what is the oxidation state of this ferrous. See here, before going to calculate oxidation state of ferrous, we must know what is the oxidation state of this ligand. Now coming to the oxidation state of ligand, each cyanide gives -1 oxidation state. So total 6 ligands are there. So 6 into -1, it's become -6. Before going to a calculation method, here we have a simple trick to find what is the oxidation state of central metal atom. Now here, see, total overall charge is -4 and each ligand giving -1, so total -6. You just compare this oxidation state. Ligand's total oxidation state is -6. Total sphere oxidation state is -4. So what about the central metal atom oxidation state? It must be +2. So +2 - 6 is equal to -4. So this is a common trick to find oxidation state of central metal atom. Otherwise here we have a method to calculate central metal atom. So here to calculate this ferrous atom, I am taking that ferrous as a X plus 6 ligands are there. So each ligand gives -1 oxidation state. 6 into -1, the total overall charge is -4. Now just simplify this equation. Now x, here 6 into -1, it's -6. So obviously x minus 6, it's become -4. So x equal to 6 minus 4, then x equal to, it's +2. So finally, what is the oxidation state of the central metal atom? It's +2. So this is a common calculation method. Otherwise directly you can calculate here by comparing a ligand's charge, overall charge. You just assign that appropriate oxidation state on ferrous if that on metal, if the metal exhibit that particular oxidation state. So this is the oxidation state of ferrous atom. I am taking another example. Same metal I am taking, ferrous. Here I am taking 2 molecules which are water molecules as a ligands, and here I am taking 4 cyanide ligands. Now here water molecule, it's a neutral, 0 oxidation state. So there is nothing on these 2 water molecules, 0 oxidation state from 2 water molecules. See, each cyanide gives -1 oxidation state. So before going to that, I am just assigning the total charge of this coordination sphere is -2. Total charge of this coordination sphere is -2. So here water molecules giving 0 oxidation state, 2 water molecules are there. So total 2 into 0, 0. Each cyanide ligand gives -1 oxidation state. 4 ligands are there. So total overall charge is, it's -4. See, -4, total charge is -2. So obviously what about the charge of ferrous? it's plus 2, it's plus 2. Same way you can take this method also. Here x plus nothing from water molecules, and here we have a 4 cyanide ligands. 4 into minus 1, that is equal to minus 2. So x minus 4 equal to minus 2, that is x equal to 4 minus 2, then x equal to, it's plus 2 oxidation state. So charge of metal, that is charge of ferrous atom from this coordination sphere is plus 2, is plus 2. Same way I am taking another example. It's a cobalt which is covered with 4 cyanide ligands, and here 2 water ligands. It's a diaqua tetracyano cobaltate. The total overall charge of this complex is minus 1. See here, water ligand gives 0 oxidation state, so 2 ligands are there, total charge is 0. Each cyanide gives minus 1 oxidation state, so here we have a total 4 into minus 1, it's become minus 4. Overall charge is minus 1, it's minus 4. Overall charge is minus 1 means obviously what is the oxidation state of this cobalt? It's plus 3. It's plus 3. Plus 3 minus 4 equal to minus 1. Otherwise you can take cobalt as a x plus, there is no charge from the water molecule, that is water ligand, and here taking 4 ligands are there, that is cyanide ligands are 4 into minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. So x minus 4 equal to minus 1, x equal to 4 minus 1, then x equal to, it's plus 3 oxidation state. So x equal to plus 3. So cobalt oxidation state is plus 3. So this is a way to calculate oxidation state of central metal atom. I am taking some other examples. So here hexachloroplatinate, total overall charge of this platinum is minus 4. The total overall charge of this coordination sphere is minus 4. See here, each ligand which is chlorine gives minus 1 oxidation state, so 6 ligands are there, it's minus 6, and the total charge is minus 4. So obviously what is the charge of platinum here? It's plus 2. Hexachloroplatinate, because total overall charge is minus 4. See, I am just comparing minus 4 with the ligand charge. So what about the platinum? Must be plus 2. Otherwise you can take x platinum as a x plus 6 into minus 1. Chlorine gives minus 1 oxidation state. It's become minus 4. So here x minus 6 equal to minus 4. X equal to 6 minus 4. Then it's become plus 2 oxidation state. It become plus 2 oxidation state. Already here we find plus 2 oxidation state by comparing ligand charge with overall charge. Same way I am taking another example, that is tetracarbonyl copper. See, carbonyl gives 0 oxidation state. So there is no charge on coordination sphere. So obviously 0, the total charge is 0, that means the oxidation state of copper, it's a 0, it's 0. Now I am taking same the compound with a carbonyl ligands, here see, that is a ferrous which having 6 carbonyl ligands, the total charge is plus 2, 6 carbonyl ligands, each carbonyl ligand gives 0 oxidation state, so total charge is 0, but overall charge is plus 2. Obviously from metal it's plus 2 because ligands giving 0 oxidation state, but we are getting overall charge is plus 2, so the plus 2 is obviously from metal. So metal shows plus 2 oxidation state, Same way here cobalt which is having 2 ammonia ligands, and here ethylene diamine which is a bidentate ligand, I am taking another ligand, that is its cyanide. 2 ligands, the total overall charge is 0. So this is a compound, 2 cyanide ligands, here we have one bidentate ligand ethylene diamine, and here we have another monodentate ligand, it's two ammonia ligands. One is bidentate ligand and two cyanides, 2, 2, 4, and bidentate means 2. So what is the coordination number of these complex? It's 6. See, the total overall charge is 0. So obviously here we need to neutral that ligand charge with the metal charge, then we will get 0 oxidation state. See, cyanides are 2, it's become -2. Ethylene diamine, it's a 0 oxidation state, 0 oxidation state. And what about the ammonia ligands? Ammonia gives 0 oxidation state and the total overall charge is 0. So obviously cobalt oxidation state is +2. Cobalt oxidation state is +2. So here I am taking ferrous with C2O4, which is oxalate, which is bidentate ligand. Here I am taking a 2 bidentate ligands, and same way I am taking 2 cyanide. Otherwise here I am taking 2 bromine ligands, 2 bromine ligands. See, this is a bidentate ligand which is oxalate. And what about the bromine? Each bromine gives -1 oxidation state. The total overall charge of this complex is -3. Total overall charge of this complex is -3. We just compare the ligand charge with total charge. Then we can assign directly oxidation state of ferrous. See, it's a oxalate. Each oxalate gives -2 oxidation state. Here we have a 2. That means -4. That means -4. It's a bidentate ligand. Each gives -2 oxidation state. Here we have a 2 oxalate ligands, -4. Each bromine gives -1. So 2 bromines are there. It's become -2. -4 -2, it's become -6. Overall charge is -3. So obviously what is the oxidation state of ferrous? It's +3. It's +3. Otherwise we can calculate by using common method. I am taking the ferrous as a X plus its 2 ligands into -2 oxidation state. Each gives -2 oxidation state plus 2 ligands into -1. That is equal to -3. That is equal to -3. So it's become X -4 -2. It's become -6. That is equal to -3. It's X equal to 6 minus 3. Then X equal to it's +3. So what is the oxidation state of ferrous? Is coordination sphere, which is -3, 2 bromide ligands and oxalate ligands. So we are getting +3 oxidation state for this central metal atom, In same way, see, this is K2, which is a silver is a central metal atom. We have 4 iodine ligands. See, this is a coordination sphere. Before coordination sphere, if we have an atom, that is called counterion. So if that counterion is before coordination sphere, means it's a positive counterion. Positive, negative, become neutral compound. If the atom is after coordination sphere, so obviously coordination sphere is positively charged and the ligand is, that is counterion, is negatively charged. Here in this compound, this counterion is positive, and what about the coordination sphere gives? Negative. So here 2 potassium counterions are there. Each potassium counterion gives +1 oxidation state. Here we have a 2 potassium counterions. So obviously total charge from these 2 potassium counterions is +2. So obviously what about the charge of coordination sphere? It's -2. -2 +2, neutral. Now we will calculate the oxidation state of central metal atom to balance this -2 oxidation state. See here, iodine, each iodine gives -1 oxidation state. It's -4. It's -4. So -4 overall charge is -2. That means silver oxidation state is +2. Silver oxidation state is +2. 4 ligands, each ligand giving -1 oxidation state. So 4 ligands are there, -4. So -4 +2, it's equal to -2. So overall charge on this coordination sphere is -2. That is neutralized with 2 potassium counterions, gives +2 oxidation state. In same way, I am taking a negative coordination sphere, positive coordination sphere with negative counterion. Now see here, copper, which having 4 ammonia ligands, and that is neutralized by sulfate. here sulfate obviously gives -2 oxidation state. So here -2 oxidation state means what about the total oxidation state of this coordination sphere? Must be +2. Must be +2. Then what about this coordination sphere is a cationic coordination sphere neutralized with a negative counter ion. Negative counter ion, that is SO4 -2. That is SO4 -2. So now we need to calculate the charge of metal to balance +2 oxidation state of total sphere. Total sphere. See here we have a total ammonias, 4 ammonia ligands are there. Each ammonia ligand gives 0 oxidation state. 0 oxidation state. So obviously from the ligands it's 0 oxidation state means the total charge is from metal only. From metal only. So copper giving +2 oxidation state, then overall charge is +2 because we are not getting any charge from ligands. We are not getting any charge from ligands. So this is the oxidation state of copper, which is neutralized with a SO4 -2. So here this is a negative counter ion. In this is a positive counter ion.